Hi, it's Jared from Strong Roots Farm. Today we're talking solar lights for your barnyard. Do these things actually work? That's what we're talking about today. So it is evening. I'm making this video at night due to the fact that I want to show you a light that lights up my barnyard. So I'm in the tool room right now, and I bought one of these solar lights off Amazon. I saw them on Facebook. I kind of thought it was a scam for quite a while, and then I saw some other YouTubers posting their videos about them, and I was very intrigued. I'm not against solar. I'm not anti-solar. I do not like that the solar companies in Ohio are taking over farmland just to put in their solar. I think if you want to put solar on your house and you want to go green, great, go for it. I'm an engineer and I look at the math. The payoff as an investment for solar is not there for me yet. I'm not going to buy something that takes me 20 years to pay it back. I would rather just pay the electric company for the electricity and put my money into an investment account. So if you're talking dollars and cents, to me, solar is just not worth it yet. But there is a sense of self-sustaining and protecting things. And what if the power goes out? What if, all the EMP scares and all the other things? So there is an advantage for solar. And I do want to have some solar here at our farms, mainly to back up our freezers and things so we don't lose our farming products if there was a major power outage like we've seen in the past. Right now I have a backup generator, but on the other side of the farm, I want to try some of these solar lights. And so that's what today's video is about. So first off, I bought the light. I don't even know the kelvins or anything on this thing. It was a pretty big light. It was $150 on Amazon, around about there. This is a mid-range. It's about what my pole light is rated for. And so I went with this model, my first one. I only bought one to try it out. And so far, I'm pretty happy. We're going to take you out and show you that here in a minute. When you get the package, it's pretty well packaged. I should have probably done better in this video and showed you that. But the pole that attaches to my barn, as an engineer, I was displeased with. It's very thin. I did use it. I did mount it. But just word for the wise, if you live in a windy area, I would upgrade this. I would go to Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever and buy an actual 2-inch galvanized steel pole or a steel pole and weld it to a platform to mount it on that you can mount this light to. The one that it came with is fine, and we'll see how long it lasts. It seemed very shaky as I was putting it up, and I've seen it blow around in the wind, but it's held and it's going to hold, and I'm going to use it, and it does have a warranty. So that's what we installed. We installed what the product came with. A little note. It doesn't come with tools. This is not an easy thing. If you are afraid of heights, this is not something that I would recommend for you. So it is cumbersome. This thing probably weighed 15 pounds, and you had to climb up a ladder and put the bolts in. Now, it sends some anchors and some normal bolts with it, but I got rid of all those. I didn't use any of them. I used lag bolts, and so I drilled my holes. I actually used a 3/8 lag bolt by 6-inch. I wanted this thing to be secure in the side of my barn. And so I used my own hardware for that. You will need a drill. You will need a socket wrench or whatever you're going to use to secure this thing. I used my hand drill, of course, to put the lugs in. You'll need some wrenches to put the hardware together. But overall, it was fairly simple. If you've done any kind of building whatsoever, this is as easy as an IKEA or easier than an IKEA desk or something. So you don't have to be very handy to do this, but you do need to be good with heights and being unbalanced, or perhaps rent a bucket truck or something to lift you up high where you're at. I do not recommend being on a roof leaning out over. Obviously, that seems very unsafe. I did this from an extension ladder by myself. Up on there, my wife was holding the bottom, and she was not happy with me. She said I made her nervous because you have to kind of hang out and hold the light and then put it in until you get it secured. But I got it, not a big problem. And I've done much of things like that. Heights don't scare me too bad. So let's go out and take a look at this light. Well, we're outside. It's dusk, as you can see. So the sun is going down. and we have our solar light. You can see it's on. You can see how bright it is. And as we get closer to it, this is programmed at 30% right now. And as we get closer here, it will kick up to 100%. I'm trying to show you this in the video. Not sure how much you're going to be able to see this. There we go. She kicked on. Pretty bright. Pretty far away. So we're at 16 feet high here on this peak. This has been up here. You can see how far we go over here into our junk pile, make you dizzy, and spin you over here to our cows. We can come out here at night now and kick this off with this solar light. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'm definitely happy with the function of it. It's low and then it goes high. And let's go over here. We're gonna compare this to one that I pay for from the electrical company, and I want you to see this one. Here on this pole next to our transformer is one that I pay for. I think these are $8 a month or $9 a month, but they just charge you a monthly service fee. So this is on our pole prior to our meter. So I'm not charged the electricity for it. They just charge me a flat rate fee for having this light on. The bulb goes out, they come out and replace it. The ballast goes out, whatever, the solar monitor goes out. The electric company comes out and replaces this. Overall, this is a fairly good value if you have a farm that already has power on it. We have 2 transformers on our property. We have 2 200 amp services here. So we have 2 of these lights. They were here when we bought the farm. I've just kept them. You can definitely see these things light up the barnyard fairly well. This is I would say this is probably a 3,000 or 4,000 Kelvin style light. It's more of a warm light, whereas my LED solar is more of a 5. That's kind of how I would rate it. I didn't even look it up. It's more of a white light. So it's a brighter, more working light, and it does very well. So I'm very surprised, actually. So how much area can you expect to light with one of these lights? And so I just walked away. It only stays on the bright light for about a minute if you're not in motion. I wish I could change that timer in this model. I would, if you kicked it on, I would like to see that stay on for about 5 minutes. But I'm a good 100 feet away from this barn right now. And when that light kicks on bright, you're able to see everything out to here. So you can expect these lights, when they're 16 foot high, to come out about 100 feet. And so that will kind of hopefully help you a little bit when you're saying, hey, how many of these do I need? Obviously, the higher you put these lights, the further the light is going to travel. So if you only have a 12-foot pole, it's not going to come out that far. If you have something higher, it will come out further. But the higher you put it, also the light illumination. So the lumens of the light rated at the ground is going to be less because the light is going to decrease as it travels far distances. Okay. So was this worth it? Am I happy with this light? 100%. I kind of thought this was a Facebook scam, that these lights, these solar lights, everybody's going green, that these things got to be junk and they got to be, they're plastic. They can't work well. It's a little teeny solar panel. That thing is like 1 foot by 2 foot, maybe. It can't produce that much light. You can definitely see this thing is working very well. So we are at mid-November now. Sunlight is going down. Hours of sunlight during the day is much less. But we're still getting good light off of this. I prefer this 30% to 100% function more than my light that I pay for. And so you can see the difference as it kicked on and kicked off there. I like this function. It doesn't brighten up this yard so much. It doesn't keep my cows thinking it's day all the time with a bright light over them. I prefer this dimmer light. It doesn't brighten everything and doesn't shine in my windows of my house if your house was close to your barn. But when I need to come out and get some light, it's there. I do wish the timer was a little longer. I wish I could change that and make it extend. There are functions on this that if I had a party going on or I wanted to be out here for a long time, my remote is right inside, which is also nice. I can change all the functions from the ground, not have to climb up there. You can turn this just on and it will stay on for 2, 4, 6, 8 hours, whatever you choose to do. And so that is another good function. If you were working out here, you could just turn that on. But as a motion light, it's very convenient. Well, there you have it. The light works. Overall, this is not a Facebook scam. These things work and they work pretty well. They do have a warranty. You can buy an extended warranty up to 5 years on this thing if you purchase it from Amazon. And I may recommend that. I don't know. It comes with a 1-year warranty. I didn't buy the warranty, but it seems like something that could go. How long is the solar panel going to last? Only time will tell. But the thing covers well. And I let it charge for 1 day, like it said, before I installed it. But it brightens up the yard. It's all solar. There's no wires. So if you live in an area or have a barn where there's no power, or can't get power to a light, this is a good option. If you're out in the middle of your pasture and you just want to put a light over a water, this is a very good option. I'm very surprised at how well this thing lights up the yard and the functions on it. A lot of good resources there with this one solar panel. I'm probably going to buy more. There is some different things that I may try. And so I'm very happy with this, surprisingly. I do not think I'm happy with it to remove my ones from the electric company that you saw. And another thing, the electric company would not let me take theirs down and put my own solar on their pole. So I can't put this on the electric company's pole. So that's, you got to think about that. What are you gonna attach it to? How are you gonna get it up high? The higher the better, but at least 12 feet. I would try to get you at least 16-foot height on these things. If you can, it will definitely help you. And you got to think about where the shade is. You want your solar panel to have some access to south-facing sun, hopefully, if you can do that. So there you have it. I'm sold. I'm going to buy some more. I think they're a great product, and only time will tell how long they're going to last. But they work, and it's not a scam. Hope this video helps. Thanks for watching. If you have some new technology that you're interested in and you want us to try out here on the farm, please send us that way. We're definitely interested in trying out some new things. I will be doing a lighting project in my shop, and so I'm interested in trying out some new hyper lights, or I've used LED sticks in the past, but I'm thinking of going a different route inside the shop. And so there's some new stuff out there. Hopefully I can help you save some money or brighten things up. It's always important to have some lights, especially during the winter. Get some extended working hours on your farm. And in fact, it's probably worth your time and money to go ahead and invest in a shop where you can do projects in during the winter when it's getting dark at 5 or 5:30. So that's what we're trying to do here. Get our shop in better order. It's in disarray. It's been like this for a year and a half, and it drives me insane. So we're going to work on that a lot this winter and get that to where we can work 100% of the time on rain, snow, all those things.